Hello friends, lovers and fans of Nollywood Radio France. Be informed that in order to meet the expectation of qualitative broadcasting and serve you with rich, exciting programs, we have upgraded our portal to make it very easy for you to reach and relate with us from any corner of the globe.
Enjoy exciting moments with Demo Lason Yaolu on the Backstage Story Show.
Enjoy the hilarious adventure of Nollywood gossips and gist with Rebecca Monye on the Nollywood Spotlight Show. Also, enjoy exclusive interviews, comedies, movie reviews with Cyprian Joseph.
And all the rich, exciting programs on Nollywood Radio France on Nollywood Broadcasting Service.
Yes, on Nollywood Broadcasting Service, your favorite award-winning channel, Nollywood Radio France, is on Nollywood Broadcasting Service. Enjoy a box full of thrills and fun.
Visit www.nollywoodbroadcasting.com and enjoy 24 hours of uninterrupted, endless pleasure, music, gist, gossip, news, exclusive interviews, and a variety of rich quality program content. Nollywood Broadcasting, all around Nollywood, all around the world.
Welcome to Nollywood Radio France. I'm your host, Cyprian Joseph. My special guest today is Collins Archie-Pearce. Collins Archie-Pearce, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you.
And also, I'm joined today by my good friend and colleague, Rebecca Monye from Houston, Texas. Now, could you please describe yourself to our listeners, Collins?
Okay, well, most people know me as a film producer, actor, director, scriptwriter, and promoter. But I don't think they know that I'm a manager as well, in which I manage lots of the Nollywood actors. So, in a simple form, I am Collins Archie-Pearce, a Sierra Leonean, and a film producer, actor, director, scriptwriter, manager, and promoter.
Again, we have to add that you live in London, right?
Based in the UK. I've been here for 24 years now, so I love it here anyway.
Can you tell us a little bit about Nollywood London? Because we see there are so many things happening in London.
Yeah, well, in Nollywood London is we about 3 years old. We're still new though, but we still try to mimic what the Nollywood in Nigeria is doing. We're not doing bad at all. It's a small industry, and we're trying to like make sure whatever we do, it's a small community as well. We're all abreast with what we're doing, and we try to do it well.
ọmọ titun jòjòló kó àbọ̀ sílé ayé. ọmọ titun jòjòló kó àbọ̀ sílé ayé. ọmọ ọ̀sìn. ọmọ titun àlejò ayé. àní ọmọ ọ̀sìn. ọmọ titun àlejò ayé. ìyá àbúrò. Olúwa ti fún ẹ lọ́mọ àgbẹjọ dalẹ̀. Bàbá àbúrò. Olúwa ti fún ẹ lọ́mọ àgbẹjọ dalẹ̀. Ọmọ tí abẹ́lẹ̀ ní àdàgbà àdàrúgbó àmì àṣẹbìrì kárí. Ọmọ tí abẹ́lẹ̀ ní àdàgbà àdàrúgbó àmì àṣẹbìrì kárí. Ọmọ titun. Ọmọ titun àlejò ayé. Mo ní ọmọ ọ̀sìn. Ọmọ titun àlejò ayé. Ìyá àbúrò. Olúwa ti fún ẹ lọ́mọ àgbẹjọ dalẹ̀. Bàbá àbúrò. Olúwa ti fún ẹ lọ́mọ àgbẹjọ dalẹ̀. Ọmọ tí abílẹ̀ ní àdàgbà àdàrúgbó àmì àṣẹbìrì kárí. Ọmọ tí abílẹ̀ ní àdàgbà àdàrúgbó àmì àṣẹbìrì kárí. Yes, I said earlier, Nollywood London, we're new in the industry.
industry. It's about 2 years old now. We're not doing bad at all here. As I said, it's a small community here wherein we try to enhance the production of Nollywood movies. What we try to do at times, before we premiere movies, we get in touch with the big names in the industry, get them to sit and watch the film, like a test screen or preview, and then if we're happy, we go ahead. If not, we take into account the feedback given, and then before getting the final cut, the editor will then fine-tune, incorporate what has been discussed, get the movie up to the standard, then we premiere it. So we're not doing bad at all.
Okay. When did you join the Nollywood industry?
2003, say 10, 11 years now. So I'm still new though compared to like Ramsey Noah and them not like since in the late 90s. So
Rebecca, over to you on the next question.
Okay, great. Again, welcome to the show, Mr. Collins Archie-Pearce. We're really happy to have you with us today. You are a star in a TV drama in London used on Sky Television channels. How does this experience in London cross over to your work in making African movies in Sierra Leone?
Well, it's a good experience because it's something that I would always say is discipline in the industry. In Sierra Leone, that's what we lack. We need to change the mindset of people in Sierra Leone. So working here, playing the lead role on a TV drama here in the UK, which has been going on for over 9 years now, has actually enhanced my performance, getting me to understand the rudiments of drama and acting professionally and going into character, which has actually given me that, in-depth knowledge about doing, TV, not TV series though, like acting in the proper way. So going back to Sierra Leone, making African movies, those are the things I inculcate into them whenever I go to Sierra Leone. Not to overact, to go into character well, and to understand the script. It's really good because that is one step closer to Hollywood, if I should put it that way.
Right. That's wonderful. Wow. So they get sort of like a crash course onto, how to really act on screen, and just like you said, I think Nollywood per se, we're kind of bad with acting sometimes. I think we do overact.
We do most of the time.
Oh yeah. So I think that's actually gonna make a huge impact in Sierra Leone if you're able to discern whether they're overacting or just following the script. So that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Okay. So my next question to you is, how would you best describe movie making in Sierra Leone at this point? And what are your thoughts? Have you came up with a name yet for your industry?
Okay, let me answer the first bit. Movie making in Sierra Leone. It's not easy because Sierra Leone is like third world country. We're not that exposed as like what we're doing here, and most of the movies we do in Sierra Leone is low budget. And again, the problem in Sierra Leone we encounter all the time is light. I'm talking about electricity. Because like generator running all the time, and when you're shooting a film, the noise of the generator filters into the mic, and it's really not good for the production. So movie making in Sierra Leone is not at its best as present. But what we're trying to do here, we've got a few equipment that will be able to filter the sound out and make sure everything is okay. But the problem is to change the mindset of the people in Sierra Leone. They're not time. Put it this way, if I should be honest, I'm being mindful what I say here, but they are not time conscious at all. I think it's all over Africa.
Yes.
And that's the problem.
I was just about to say that. Don't blame it on us.
I know they won't be upset with me saying it, but this is the problem we face. And because they're not time conscious, if you get a big actor from Nigeria to Sierra Leone, you budgeted to pay the actor for 2 weeks. Everything is all being like factored into whatever you've budgeted to do. And because they're not coming on location on time, and then instead of doing for 2 weeks, it might be stretching to 3 weeks. And it's not good for us at all, producers. So these are like, describing making movie in Sierra Leone is not easy, if I have to be honest. Talking about the light, again, the people who are around, they always want to come and watch what's going on. And for you to get them off the camera is not easy. You're going to let them know, hey, you're in my shot. They wouldn't even listen to you. They just want to see what is happening. And that's another big problem for us. It take you perhaps hours to get them off location. And by the time that is sorted out, other batch of people will be coming. Oh, they're shooting Mr. Ibu is here. They want to come and say. So these are like the bits and pieces we face. But making a movie itself is not bad. We developing now, and I believe I'll be able, and most of the directors or producers and say will be able to change the mindset of people to understand that you need to be location on time. You need to give your best. This is like what I do. I enjoy doing it. So they need to have passion for it, not just to attain stardom, you know. So this is where we are. Movie making in Sierra Leone is not easy, but we're getting there. And the other bits now, the thought of giving it a name, or temporarily, we've been called Sollywood. You know, as we got Nollywood for Nigeria, Gollywood for Ghana, Bollywood, in there, and so on. But Sollywood is not officially, well, I don't know, perhaps now at present it might have been like accepted officially, but until last year it's not been official yet. So we just say Sollywood for now, but we've not given any name yet to it.
Just coming from me, can you give us the names of one or two movies you've shot in Sierra Leone, or any movie you acted in Sierra Leone?
Okay, Mr. Ibu in Sierra Leone, that's the one that was done last year.
Okay.
I Can't Get You Off My Mind, that's another one I produced, which was produced in April. And The Devil in Freetown, that was also produced in April. And I've got one on the making right now, which I will talk about later on. So say about three and a half altogether.
So the movies shot in Sierra Leone, is it for the diaspora market, or for the people in Sierra Leone, or for the whole of Africa?
Well, whenever I do movies international, it's diaspora market, because I always aim to get my movie done to a higher standard. You know, so when it goes out everywhere, like Ibu in Sierra Leone is to be shown in flights now. People flying, they say, "Oh, I watched your movie on the plane." I say, "Wow, that's good." The white people enjoyed it as well. So it's for the entire diaspora. It's not just for Sierra Leone.
Okay, you said in your award acceptance speech in London that your country, Sierra Leone, is emerging on the map of the world of entertainment and creativity. What do you think is contributing to this characterization?
Well, for me to say that is because I believe in the people in Sierra Leone. I believe in their talents and what they can do. The last film I shot, which was I Can't Get You Off My Mind, you can see the quality of acting. They've come off that drama stage, because we're known for stage drama. You know, we're very good at that, but not like proper filming. So they've been trained, I helped, and a few other people back home have been helping to get them to understand the rudiments of acting. So they've been there now. So we're coming up. And one thing I believe Sierra Leoneans, we are people, how can I put it now? We always learn. We learn all the time. It's difficult for us to take in though, but we're always eager to learn. And once you're there, you take it in, you just keep going. You see, so if you ask somebody like Desmond Finney now, he played the lead role in one of my movies, and he's a world-class actor. He's always willing to learn. Mr. Ibu was guiding him at one time, telling him this and that. He said, yes, you are somebody we respect. For Desmond, a big name in the industry in Sierra Leone, humbly saying that, I just look at him and say, I love this guy. So we're coming up, and by the time you're looking at another 5 years, blind me, I would just say, Nollywood, watch out. Watch this space. That's all I would say for now.
Okay. Do you feel that Nollywood is dwarfing your efforts of making African movies in Sierra Leone?
Not really, to be honest. In fact, they even give me the accentuation to even do more, because I always use them as a yardstick to measure our success. So they are there. I respect them. I've been with them for a long time. I've featured in lots and lots of Nollywood movies, and I've also actually helped them in organizing, getting things done when doing their movies. I respect them. I just see it because they're there, we doing our bits. And yes, initially I was looking at that, but I said, well, fine, this is for me now to use them as a yardstick to know how we're progressing. So we come in there, they're not drafting my efforts at all. In fact, they're just accentuating my impulse to keep doing more, to get up to their standard, at par with them, and if possible, if possible, outshine them. But again, that's something that we'll discuss in the future.
You're listening to Nollywood Radio France, and our special guest today is Collins Archie-Pearce. I'm joined all the way from Houston, Texas, by my colleague Rebecca Monnier. Rebecca, over to you now. The next question.
Yes, I wanted to zero in on the last question you asked, Cyprian.
Okay. Go ahead.
Collins, you were saying that Nollywood is more, you're using them more like a yardstick to gauge where you currently are or where Sierra Leone entertainment industry is, and sort of to have something to follow.
Yes.
A lot of the actors and producers that we've interviewed on the radio all claim that Nollywood is not specifically a title given to Nigeria per se, but it's more of a name accepted by the Western world as a classification of authentic African entertainment. Like, is that the way you see Nollywood? Do you associate Nollywood specifically with Nigeria and Gollywood with Ghana and now Sollywood with Sierra Leone, or do you have a different opinion as far as how we're classified? When someone hears Hollywood, they don't say, oh, this is an independent film shot by a black man. Like, a good example is Tyler Perry. Now, Tyler Perry's movies are a specific flavor of films. It celebrates African culture, African American culture, the heritage from slavery to liberation to freedom, and it brings those black stories to the forefront. But a Nigerian isn't going to see that and classify that separately and say, oh, this is an African American film. It's still considered Hollywood. So how do you feel about that?
Thank you, Rebecca, for that question. It's something I've been longing to discuss or talk about. I am one of the few people who've been emphasizing that Nollywood should be for all African movies. But for some reason, it's here in the UK, we still don't see it that way, or some people don't see it that way because of Gollywood as well being in the picture. So it's all like, as soon as you say Nollywood, all what comes to mind is Nigeria. And if you notice, at times when I do my publicity, I'll put African movies. I don't want to say Sierra Leone movies or Nigerian movies or whatnot, even though most of my films involve Nigerians, top Nollywood actors. So because they are part of the movie, I'm not going to say Sollywood now. It's all like, a collaboration of Nigeria, Ghanaian, Sierra Leoneans, because even the last one I did, Gambians were all present in the movie. So it's difficult for us to just pinpoint it's Nollywood or Sollywood. But we've been used to this, and this is something we need to change. If we all agree, all the West African countries agree, well, when we're doing our West African movies or African movies, even if it's not West Africa, it could be South Africa and whatnot, let us say Nollywood. If you all agree, fine. But up till now, there is no agreement as to that. And I am looking forward for the time when all of us will unite and say, well, yes, Nollywood is for everyone. Even in Nigeria, when I was trying to market my film there, the first question one of the marketers asked me, who featured in the movie? If there is no big name, no big Nollywood actor, they would not be inclined to buy the rights to do the DVD. And so as soon as I mentioned Mr. Igwe, say, oh, I want it. By the time I mentioned Ifunanya Igwe or another top Nollywood actors, the person say, listen here, I want the film. You see, but if I had not mentioned any names like Ifunanya Igwe or Mr. Igwe, they might be saying, well, I don't think we're going to buy it. So because of that happening as well, it's difficult for us to come together and accept one name, but something I'm looking forward to. You're right. We need to decide on a name, and then that will just help us instead of Nollywood, right. Sollywood, Gollywood. And I heard that I don't know if it's South Africa, but one other country has got Sollywood as well. So I'm not thinking, well, is it going to be Sollywood 1, Sollywood 2, or I don't know. This is all confusing. But thanks for that question. I really like that question. Thank you.
So still over to you, Rebecca.
Okay. Yeah, so my next question for you, Mr. Collins, by the way, thank you so much for answering that question. Definitely in-depth explanation. Sierra Leone is the latest West African country to be hit by Ebola disease. Does this become fodder for a future movie out of Sierra Leone? And if so, what might the story be about?
Wow. Okay, very interesting question. Yes, indeed. You see, before I answer this question, Sierra Leone is known in the past to be like a poor country, corruption, what else? I mean, things that's not positive, negative. Right. As soon as you make mention of Sierra Leone, people don't know about Sierra Leone, but if you know, it's, oh, poverty, corruption, war, about the war and everything. Now Ebola. So it's really, really bad for us. Now, the way I'm seeing this, it would be nice for, well, it could be me or any producer in Sierra Leone to come up with something about this Ebola. You know, right. Now, when I did The Devil in Freight, and it was about the war in Sierra Leone, and it's like, it was difficult for me to get people to attend the premiere. I spent thousands of pounds doing publicity. But luckily, I was able to the screen at the Odeon, which I was like, oh, thank God, God helped me. Now, with the Ebola thing, that might affect people as well who've lost their loved ones due to this epidemic in Sierra Leone. But right. If I have to do a movie, which I might do about the Ebola disease, I have to say it now, I'm looking forward to something like that. Okay. Now, for me, when I'm doing this, that could be like a movie that should be like a sold out. Because I will not only talk about Ebola, I will talk about how it all happened. Who brought it to Africa? They would know. I would expose, I don't care. People who know me, they know me. I don't care, I just talk. I would start from how it's been, anyway, let me don't start going into depth now. But I would start from that bit and how it's been circulated and how it wasn't prevented, whose fault was it, what we should have done to contain it, and why it's still going. Why it's taking ages for it to be contained, you know, because again, perhaps there's a lot of things happening. One key thing I would say, some of the people involved in trying to, prevent the spread of the disease went on strike, and that was not good for publicity, especially for like countries helping Sierra Leone. They were not paid and all of these things. So when I'm doing a film, which I might have to do, those are things I would incorporate, and it will be a soul out, and people will know how it affects people and the aftermath of the Ebola as well. I might even go into depth by interviewing people who've been affected, just like when I did The Devil in Freetown. That's what I did, and that's what we might do again for this one. But it's something I'm looking forward to. And I will always say to people, whenever I do film, I don't cut corners. They will see the reality, and it's going to be exactly what's happened.
Okay, we're now going to shift from Sierra Leone to London to talk again more about your work. We know that you're a very busy man. You're an actor, you're a writer, I think so, you're a producer, and also a manager of Nollywood stars. So what inspiration have you drawn from all your work on Nollywood and with Nollywood players?
Oh, that's good. Well, you see, people who know me, I always say this. My work speaks for itself. I've been so much inspired. Some of these actors, people think they're full of pride and whatnot. No, they are so humble, and those are the things I look forward to. Like at times when like Van Vika will come here, there was a time we went to a restaurant to eat, and I said to him, "Your food is getting cold." He was just busy signing autographs, taking pictures. I said, "Look here." And I was even thinking, oh my God, this is like, it's good because there are people working with these people. You would see the quality in them. You will see and you will learn from them. So for me, working on Nollywood or with the players, I've been inspired a lot by the humility, the way they go about things. And again, I learn from them all the time. You see, and it's a way we collaborate to just promote Sierra Leone. When I was doing Perfect Plan, when I was doing it, Desmond Elliott flew from Nigeria, came to London to help with the publicity. We did the adverts together. He went back to Nigeria. I said, "Collins, I don't want a penny from you." I said, "Are you sure?" That inspired me. I was moved. He's not motivated by money. He wants to just show that he's helping, because he said, "You're promoting your country, you're doing well. This is the least I can do to help you." And up to this moment, I am so grateful to him. So my brother, my sister, I have been so inspired by these people, and I will always, always support and respect them.
Wow. Now,
that's wonderful.
Yeah. Your bio says that you manage many Nollywood stars, just like what you've been telling us. Could you explain what you do in this capacity? Who are these stars, and what are the challenges you face on a daily basis in the management of their career?
Okay. Okay, what I do in this capacity, managing them, obviously. I've got my company called Archie-Pearce Production. I've been working tirelessly, making sure all of these Nollywood actors I manage get jobs. So what I do in this capacity, one is to get jobs for them. It's not only acting though. They can do TV appearances, they can do red carpet appearance, they can even do promotion for events. And they can also do adverts for like different like calling cards or restaurants or you know what I'm saying. So these are all the things I get for them. And obviously I get my percentage, which I will not disclose, but it's encouraging. So that sensitizes me
it's normal. It's normal.
You know, so it's good. That's what I do for them.
Yes.
And another thing I do, which some people might not believe, as their manager, I see them as my clients. I extend a duty of care. One of my clients, I'll call her name because she even went public and did an announcement. Chinwewo, you might know her. She's one of the legends in Nollywood.
Okay.
She's known for like crying roles. She cries like she would cry and you would just feel like it's real. That's her.
It's real, right?
Yes. So she lost her mom. And she was so depressed. She called me from Nigeria almost in tears, telling me, manager, she likes to call me manager or my sunshine. I just lost my mom. I don't know what to do and blah, blah, blah. So I said to her, what do you want me to do? She goes, I don't know. But she was so depressed. So I said, okay, you're going to come and have a break. So I invited her to the UK, sent, everything, bought her tickets. She came and just for a couple of days, just for her to chill and rest. And she appreciated it so much. And at that time, I was about to premiere my film, The Devil in Freetown. So she did the advert with me as well. And she was telling people, this manager is too good. He brought me here. And then 2-3 days time, I'm going back just for me to have a break. And she appreciated it. So it's not only making money from them, but also helping them to like extending the duty of care, a helping hand as well. And I will do it for any of my clients if they are in that situation.
Who are these stars? That's the question also. Who are these stars?
Okay, I will name a few. Desmond Elliott is one of them. Patient Ozokwe, Mike Ozuonye, John Domelo, Kenneth Okonkwo, Van Vika, John Okafo, aka Mr. Ibu, Osita, aka Popo, Chinwewo, as I made mention of, Chinere Wilfred, Larry Balogo, Anthony Monjero, Oke Bakasi, Victoria Yama, Ifunaya Igwe, Ades. Endless. I've got my list is
now, there's something wonderful about that, Collins, when I read about your biography. I think there is a type of confidence. They trust you, and then not only a question of trust, they believe in you and they believe in your dream. Because it's not easy to hand over one's career to a manager and then say, okay, I give you the blank check. But I think that's something about you that they love so much. Am I right on that?
Yes, you're right. You see, I've got my main job as an operations manager for London Underground. I manage the managers on the Bakerloo line. So that is part of me. Managing is part of me, something I enjoy doing. And trust, because I'm so transparent, everything I do, they know. If I get a job for them now, say for example, I get a job from Mr. Ibu paying $40,000, I'll let him know exactly how much they're paying, and he will see the check, and he would know exactly what is involved. And if possible, I would even go with him to that country where they're doing the movie or whatnot, support him, everything. It's all that extra bits that you would do to let them have the confidence in you. And the money will be in his account straight away. Even before he even goes to the country to shoot the film, it will be in his account. And when this is happening, all of his other guys will say, well, how come you're getting so much contact going on? What is happening? And then he will say, well, my manager is doing all of this. And then obviously they would know about me, and that's how it's been happening all throughout. And somebody I don't manage but always keep me abreast of what he's doing is Mike. He will tell me, Collins, blah, 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 I'll be going this place, I'll be coming to London, I'll be doing this. We are so close. But I don't manage him. People ask me, why aren't you managing him? But the time is not ripe yet. Because at the end of the day, I try not to approach them to let them know I want to manage them. I want them to see my work, and then they would see the qualities in me, and they would say, you know what, I love what you're doing. And because the people I manage, I get jobs for them on a regular basis. Yes, and I also make sure I circulate. The good thing about, because I've got lots of them under my belt, if somebody is doing a movie and they want somebody who is comical, I'll just put forward Mr. Evil. Or it depends on the character they want. If you say like a child, I'll put Osita. I mean, you know what I'm saying? If they want somebody to, like a stand-up comedian, that is very easy for me. I'll just say, okay, Bakasi, this is a job for you. Agree on the price, and that's it. And they will never say no to me. They respect me because that is what is in the industry. You have to respect your manager. And this is all like cordial. We all respect each other, you see. So it's good. One thing I want to say, I don't know, you might know Chinyo Ochebe. The late Chinyo Ochebe. I mean, things fall apart.
Yes.
Good. So when they wanted to do his memorial celebration here in the UK, I got a call from Nigeria that they want me, who is not a Nigerian, to host it here. I said, oh no, I'm not a Nigerian. They said, no, we want you. We've heard about you. You're going to be the MC for that occasion. I was like, oh my God. So for that to happen, I said, wow, am I that popular in Nigeria? You know, and I'm a Sierra, but because of the confidence, the faith, the trust, the respect they have. You see, it's best when your work speaks for itself, so people know and they see you. So if you're bragging and talking, they will see what you're doing. So that's why I believe I've got all of these under my belt.
And so we can summarize your work with the short saying, show me, don't tell me. So
Don't tell me.
So we had a conversation this afternoon about a job you are doing now again for these stars you are managing, because we understand that there are some people impersonating using their names to get money. So can you tell our audience how you are managing that, because that's a very big challenge for you, and it's not good for their image, and these stars they are brands, and it's not good for the Nollywood industry. Can you share our conversation with our listeners, please? It's not a secret, okay?
No, it's not a secret. No.
Yes.
Well, I'm glad you asked that question. It's something that's like, it's been hanging over my head for a long time. Over the past year, this has been going on. In a nutshell, these Nollywood actors, the top guns, I mean, you know, everyone would like to meet with them someday, or if possible, feature in a film with them. So what these impersonators are doing, they are like trying to, first of all, it's a syndicate. It's an organized, I would say organized syndicate. They would try to train somebody to talk like, say for example, they want to impersonate G Mike now. They will train somebody who will talk exactly like G Mike. G Mike would have perhaps 2 million followers. Now, out of those 2 million followers, they'll start to target women. That's what they try to do most of the time. Say now somebody, one of their followers, one of their fans is in South Africa. This fake Jim Ike would contact this person via email WhatsApp, Facebook. They'll just single out, check your profile and know you're from South Africa, and then say, I'll be coming to South Africa to shoot a film, and you're one of my fans, and I would like to meet with you, if possible, feature in my film. That's how they'll start the conversation. And you now being a fan of G Mike, you're going to be ecstatic. You're going to be like over the moon, shouting, screaming, oh my God, G Mike contacted me. You might be telling your friends. Then they would now try to get back to you and say, send me a contact number so I can reach out to you and communicate when I'll be coming, where I'll be staying and everything, and how we're going to be doing the film. By that, now the relationship is trying to get tighter. So you will now send your contact and they'll be contacting you. And now after they've established good relationship with you, this Jamaican now would now say, I want to come to South Africa next month. Everything is all ready. And when I come, you're going to play this role in the film. They can even send you fake scripts and everything.
Wow.
This is it. And now you're going to buy into it, looking forward to it. And the month they should travel to South Africa, that Jamaican now will say, I can't travel. Either I lost a loved one, I've used the money, the flight's money to fund the funeral, or whatever excuse they're going to give. So I'm very sorry I won't be coming, but perhaps in the next 2, 3, 4 years, I might be coming to South Africa to do the thing. But they will now add, if you want to help You can help with the flight ticket, and then I will come, and then obviously you will feature in the film and whatnot. I bet you, 90% of people will try to raise money to send the money for them to fly to South Africa.
Yeah.
And that's how they would do it. And now you would now send, they would tell you, well, £2,000 or £4,000, or sorry, dollars would do. They normally, speaking dollars, not pounds.
Yeah.
You would now send $2,000. After that, talking again, send perhaps, they say, well, no, that's not enough. You send another 1,000 or 2,000. By the time you keep sending money, you would have sent perhaps $4,000. And the funny thing, they would not travel though. They would say, oh, something happened. I had to use part of that money to fund something. So if you don't mind, you can send another 2,000. By the time you keep sending, you would have sent perhaps 8,000 or perhaps $10,000. And that's it. You won't hear from them anymore. They won't contact you. They won't pick up your call. They might even change their phone number. So that's it. So this been happening all the time. Lots of people are falling victim. This, crime or scam they've been doing.
Yeah.
Yes. So, and what is really, really painful, these celebrities, they are not the ones doing it. And now their fans are like getting there. I'm thinking they are rogues, they are 419. Somebody saw me and J-Mike, who went to a restaurant to eat. I put a picture on Facebook. And somebody contacted me and the person was screaming, J-Mike is an idiot, is everything. He's a fraudster. J-Mike is a liar, deceiver. J-Mike, deceive her, and she spent over $4,000 sending money to J-Mike, and I was not happy. So what I did for this person, I said, okay, fine. I can tell you that's not the J-Mike. He will never ask you for money, never. I said, but you want to prove it? I'm going to contact J-Mike right now. I did a 3-way conversation. J-Mike spoke to the lady. The lady was just screaming. Now I'm talking to J-Mike alone. You can sense she was over the moon, shouting, "Oh, J-Mike!" And that was like it. I can imagine when she talked to the fake J-Mike, how she would have been screaming as well. So J-Mike let her know it was not him and everything. So that was it. But it's been like going on ever since I put that thing on YouTube. I've got over 10 people contacted me. 5 of them are fallen victims already. That's their loss. The remaining 5 were on the verge of sending money. So this is like I came to the rescue, and I've got another 2 people called me again within the hour. That was around 8 o'clock. Say within 2 hours ago, two other people contacted me. So it's all like that. I am doing it not only to protect, my fans because of that, but also the people. The people I manage, my clients, because their ego is like being like dent because of these people trying to use their names to defraud people, which is really, really bad.
Yeah.
And I've started it. I'm not going to end till we get results.
Rebecca, how are you going to react to this story?
Great question, Cyprian. I actually just did a blog post a few weeks ago about Majid Michel. He actually also, somebody was impersonating him, and one way or another he got in contact with the person who the impersonator was scamming, and now this impersonator is held now in Ghana to be trialed. Have you heard about this?
No, that is good. Wow, this is what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this person is actually, from the last I heard about this, he's actually awaiting trial in court. He was an Igbo guy that just same thing. Everything you just explained right now was exactly what he did. And I'm really, really excited that we're talking about this because so many people are being scammed by these people. I think what a lot of people don't realize is that a lot of these actors, the main ones, have managers. And, you can get a hold of these actors through their managers. Like, for example, Collins Archie-Pearce manages all these people. If you want him in Sierra Leone really bad, contact Collins Archie-Pearce. Let him get you the right information. Let him get you what you need to actually make it possible for these people to legally come into the country and everybody wins, Not sending it through a stranger. These actors get paid for their work. So they don't really need these individuals to give them money. It's better for them to have a collected amount of money and make a film, and then everybody wins,
Right.
Okay. Collins, I watched the trailer of one of your movies, Perfect Plan, the first Sierra Leonean movie to premiere in the UK. This movie puts Sierra Leone on the map. How do you feel when you look back at the big turnout of the African community to support your film at the Odeon Cinema in London? There were a lot of people. I watched the YouTube, and it was just amazing, awesome. So how do you feel with that type of success? And again, it continues, Collins.
Yes, I feel great. To be honest, I was not expecting anything less, because Sierra Leoneans, the good thing about us, we're very supportive. Trust me, Sierra Leoneans, they might not give you money. That I will tell you. If you're broke, they'll come and sit down and mourn with you and tell you how to make money. They would not give you. But when it comes to supporting you, morally, whatever support they can give, because we would not be known for our talents and whatnot, it was easy. Because when once you do the first thing, they want to like show the world that yes, we're united. They turned up in their thousands. The Odeon Cinema was flooded with people. I was like, the manager said to me, why am I going to put all these people? When he came out, when he saw the crowd, he was like, oh my God. You know, I'm just too happy that Sierra Leoneans show their support. So for me, that big turnout was like a stepping stone. That's what accentuated me, pushed me, say, you know what, you need to keep doing it. And a movie like Perfect Plan, that's like a perfect storyline. One of the Nollywood celebrity spies, yeah, that's him, the blog, he put down over 2,000 people turned up. Okay, it was not 2,000 per se, but when you look at the crowd, it's like almost that. And lots of people went back home because the queue was too long. They can't hack it. That's why a few months later, I did online screening for people to just watch it online for free, just to say sorry, because we can't like accommodate all of them. But it was a big success. It just shows that Sierra Leoneans were united. We can support each other, and not only supporting, but they would also help you to spread the news. They'll be tagging their friends, inboxing their friends, telling them to attend. And if they don't attend, some of them will say, well, I'll give an envelope. I can't come, but if your ticket costs £35, they will send an envelope having £35 check or something inside. You see, so it's good. And we're a small community, and we're coming up. And I believe one fine day, we would be doing movies up to Hollywood standard. Not Nollywood, I'm talking about Hollywood. We're getting there. That's my take. The sky is my limit.
I know. So, Rebecca, over to you, the next question.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you, Sifran. Yeah, so Mr. Collins Archie-Pearce, how many movies have you produced since you joined the Nollywood industry?
Say about 5. It's going to be 6, but the last one is not out yet. Say about 5.
5 movies. Wonderful. Okay, so my next question that goes along with that is, what do you love most about what you do? You've done what many filmmakers only dream about. You put a project together and you went out and shot it. What advice can you give to upcoming writers and directors who are aspiring to join the Nollywood industry?
Wow. Okay, the first leg of that question, what I love most about what I do. Satisfaction. I'm passionate about what I do. I just love it because it gives me the inner satisfaction. Because I have a 9-to-5 job, and I mean, at times you just want to breathe. I want something that you're going to be looking forward to. So This is it. What I do it to the best of my ability, and people know me. That's my tag. Anytime you talk about Collins, oh, Mr. Perfection, that's how they call me. I aim for that. So, yeah. So that's what I love most about what I do. And I set precedents. I let people see that I am different. I know I've got a big mouth. I talk a lot. I criticize things a lot. Because I do that, I want to make sure mine is okay. If somebody brings a movie and I say, have a look and see what you think, I will start criticizing from the opening scene. I'll give you all the feedback. It's all positive feedback, but I don't hold back. I tell you. So when I do mine, I know they've been looking forward to say, okay, fine, let's see what you can do. That's why I always make sure. This is me. So I love that. I love what I do. Yeah, and the other bits, I believe you said about other filmmakers and putting things together, right?
Right.
Okay.
But what advice, can you give
advice
writers and directors?
Now, it's very important. I love this question, and if anyone is listening, it's very important that they listen well. My first advice to you, I know we are looking forward to making films and making it big, and people should buy into it, investors and everything. But the first point here, before you start even thinking of doing any production, you have to know what you want from it. You have to get your budget right. First thing is the budget. If you don't get your budget right, do a proper budget. When you project into what you want to do, you know exactly how much it's going to cost. If you want to do a film costing £20,000, you know how much it's going to cost. Budget it well and make sure you get the money before you start the production. If you got some sponsors, or you got like an EP who is going to finance the movie, make sure he's giving you the money, the check or whatever. You've actually cashed the check, you know the money's in your account before you start. I've seen lots of producers starting and then they can't continue because they say, oh, the EP didn't give me the money, he promised to give me the money, or this sponsor promised. This is all, it's really pathetic. And at times again, because you've budgeted to spend 20,000, stick to that budget. If you get a very good PM, he would help you to make sure you manage it well. So the first thing here, do a proper budgeting, stick to the budget before you start anything. Some people again will start audition, say, okay, after finishing the audition, I'm expecting this when I'm going to start shooting. Don't start audition before getting the money, because people would not have that faith and confidence in you in the future. Because when you call them again for audition, you're going to say, oh, you did 2 auditions last year, nothing happened, I'm not going to come this year. They're not going to listen to whatever excuses you're going to give. So get the money first ready if you want to shoot your film. When the money is ready, it's in your account, not anyone promising you. Then you do your audition, get everything going, and make sure you monitor how you spend the money. The PM should be very good at that. If you got 5,000, you're not going to call Mr. Ibu to feature in your film, because I charge 30,000 for Mr. Ibu minimum. So that is not going to work at all. So you don't even want to call any big names. If you want to do a film with a budget of 20,000, you still want to put big guns in your film. Perhaps average. I would class them more like A actor or B actor and what. You might go for the C actor. Still not bad. Pay him 5,000, and then you see this is all like it. But if you want to make a good film, you got a proper budget. Everything is all sorted. You go according to how you're planning. Get your casting director to be good as well. Cast the proper people for the role, not to cast your friends because, oh, I like Mr. A, I like Mr. B, I'll give him the lead role. No, that is not good. No favoritism. Get proper. Like when I did Ibu in Sierra Leone, I would have loved to put Mr. Ibu to play the lead role. But I said no. I got Desmond Finney, who is the biggest silent actor ever in Sierra Leone. He played the lead role. Mr. Ibu, being a professional, he did not object. He said, you're the man, you know what you want. I don't mind to play supporting lead role, which I respect him for. Because Desmond Finney nailed it. Mr. Ibu would not have done that more than Desmond Finney. So this is it. So you put the right person. That's why I don't go for EP. I fund my movie myself. I don't go and ask for sponsor because they will give you condition. I want my cousin to play this role. I want my girlfriend to play this. And I don't want that. This is it. So these are the things they should look forward to. Get scripts ready. Let everyone who is featuring the film know the script so they'll be able to go into character well. Give them the whole script. Let them sign a non-disclosure form and everything. Get them to have the script, and so they know what is happening. So when they want to act their own beat, they know what they're going to do. And the long and short of it all, don't cut corners. Don't cut corners. Whatever you're doing, make sure you do it well. Aim for higher heights. Us doing Nollywood films, most of the time we cut corners, which is bad. It is really, really bad. When I say cut corners, they cut corners in such a way that you look at the film and ask yourself, what is happening? I was watching one Nollywood film, it was last month, and the guy was shot, close range. There was no hole in the shot, only a red thing to show that it's blood. And I was asking, but hold on, why didn't you just cut a hole in the shot? What's happening? Right. Because we didn't wash that shot, get the stain off and wash it and wear it to go to work or something. This is not done. If you won't see a Hollywood film, somebody's been shot close range and the shirt the person is wearing has not got any hole. The bullets must have gone through the shirt. So these are all things I look and say, why? Even if you don't have money, the shirt is not going to cost perhaps £10 or $15. But come on, those are the things I'm talking about. So we need to beef up our game. So people coming up who want to be as big as Spielberg or whatever, these are the things you should take into account. And once you got a good PM, blimey, your movie is going to be great because the PM will guide you. It's your eyes, your ears, your everything. And I'm training my PA to become a PM, and she's enjoying every bit of it.
So, Rebecca, still
yes,
for you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, and you kind of already answered the question I was going to ask.
Yeah, I know.
For my next question.
I know.
Sorry.
He answered everything, yeah.
Because we need to hear this. We need to hear more of this. So my next question for you is, if you could change one thing in the Nollywood industry, what would it be?
Okay, well,
He said a lot. He said a lot. Yeah.
It's a time factor.
Oh.
We need to be mindful of time.
Mm-hmm.
If we change our mindset or attitude towards time, that will help us a great deal. What I'm saying is, everything is money.
Right.
The last film I did, I featured Zach Oji in my film, and I was paying him by the hour. I'm not going to disclose how much I was paying him because, it's a lot of money, and because of confidentiality, I would not say it. But when you're paying an actor so much, every minute counts, I'm telling you. So when now you say call time is 10 o'clock and the first person walks in 12 o'clock, it's not good. He'll be sitting down 2 hours doing nothing, and he gets 2 hours money. Okay, the key thing here, as I was saying,
time factor.
If I have to change one thing, apart from what I've said about cutting corners, that would have been the thing, but I would now say for us to be mindful of time, for us to respect time.
Mm-hmm.
Because time is of the essence. Whenever you're shooting a film, call time is very important. Some actors, some people who are mindful of time, come to location on time, and they're waiting for another 2 hours for the others to come. For me, it's not encouraging at all, because the following day they're not going to come early. They're going to say, well, no one is coming early, so I'm going to come late. So that's going to keep going on. So if you need to do a movie which you want to spend 1 week to do, you're going to spend perhaps 2 weeks or even more, because people will not come to location on time. This is something we need to discipline ourselves, so we'll be able to. That's one thing I would love to change if I have to.
So we're coming to the end of this long interview, and thanks so much, Collins. But the next question will be, what are your next movie projects?
Yes, we want to know.
Wow. You want me to let the cat out of the bag?
Oh, yes. For Nollywood Radio France.
I actually disclose it because of this Ebola thing is something I would like to do, a film or perhaps a documentary or something about it. Mm-hmm. I really want the world to know how it all happened and why it happened and what's we're doing to contain it. But my next project, because I've done this film I just made mention of, is like OG. Mm-hmm. I've not finished it yet because the 20% of the film is going to be shot in Sierra Leone. I try to always involve Sierra Leone whenever I'm doing my project, because that's my aim to promote my country, which I'm proud of. Mm-hmm. So that is coming up. The movie title is Flight 442. So that's my next project, and it's going to be a big thing. It's going to be action-packed, and that will just raise the standard of Nollywood. Trust me, that film, it's just like Passenger 57, something like that, where the plane is being hijacked, and all the fighting up in the air while the plane is flying, you're going to see something that's going to just, people watching it will be like, wow, I want that wow effect, and we're working on it. Yes, we're working on it. So that's my next project.
You're listening to Nollywood Radio France, and our special guest today is Collins Archie-Pearce. I'm joined from Houston, Texas, by my colleague Rebecca Monnier. So the last question is about Nollywood Radio France, about a radio that's the only unique radio for Nollywood in the world. So what would you like to hear from Nollywood Radio France?
Wow, well, Nollywood Radio France, as you just said, it's a big radio station, and all I would like to hear from you, how would you support me in my next project?
We are going to work in partnership, Collins.
Wow.
No problem. You are always welcome. You're always welcome because you've got a radio voice.
Oh,